I experienced a slowness of energy as the days progressed. Fasting and not eating was getting a lot more challenging by the second and third day. And of course, I started getting cotton mouth actually. My throat was dry, my mouth was dry, and I was developing this white film on my tongue, which I hear from many studies is the way that the body detoxifies. So it's actually getting rid of toxins. I also didn't have any bowel movements. I did go to the bathroom a lot to pee, but that's pretty much it. I have decided to do it this way. And number one being, it was really hard. I mean, it was really, really getting difficult. Every single time I smelled food, every single time I heard people crunching, munching on something, it was really excruciating. So I said, life shouldn't be this hard, right? Number two, I missed working out. Basically, when I was on my fast, I really couldn't lift weights because you actually shouldn't be doing too much activity since your body doesn't have enough nutrients and you're not consuming any calories. You're not burning any of the food that you eat. So I'd be burning my own energy, which would make me even more lethargic. So I stopped working out, lifting weights. All I did was walk, but I did walk for about 3 miles or so each day of those 3 days that I was on my water fast. Another thing that I missed, the third one, is cooking. I mean, I love to cook. It's one of my hobbies, and for 3 days I wasn't able to cook breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and I really, really miss that. Aside from eating food, I love to cook food. So I said, I don't know if I could do this longer. And fourth, being that I felt antisocial. I mean, look at it this way. How many times do you have conversations with your family during the dinner or during breakfast, right? A lot of the conversations that occur with families in general who have, for example, the teenagers, the toddlers, the parents, usually occur either during breakfast time or during dinner time, because lunchtime people are at work, at school, or at the different locations they're at during the day. So imagine if you're not part of the dinner table and you're just somewhere else because you can't be around food because you're not supposed to be eating food. You miss out on a lot of different things, whether it be a family occasion or an occasion with friends. Imagine going to a buffet for a party, for a birthday, and not having anything but water. I mean, I'm staying at my in-laws right now, and I just really didn't want to be perceived as this super antisocial person if I extended it for a whole week. That might become their permanent impression of me, so I had to end it at 3 days. So what I would suggest is, if you'd like to do a water fast, is to cut it down to at least half a day first, and if you can do that, then go and proceed to a full 24-hour day water fast. And the max that I would do it, really, what I would suggest is 3 days, because I think 7 whole days of not eating anything, unless you live up in the mountains, live alone, secluded from society, is going to be very, very difficult, and probably you will end up getting a bit more depressed than you would feel uplifted, which is what the whole point of the fast is about. So go for the 1 day or the 3 day max if you have a family, if you are in the city and around food a lot. That's basically my suggestion.